Hi everyone, this is Football Soccer Collector. Welcome to my new channel. I was born in the 90s and I've been a fan of soccer since I was very young. World Cup 98 was the first tournament I watched properly, and being from the UK, England, I was closely following the Premier League. I remember my first ever soccer magazine in which Man United legend, George Best said he was amazed that footballers in the 90s were paid so much and could only use one of their feet. As a two-footed player, Bestie said that David Beckham was simply an alright player, not all that special, and he wasn't able to kick with his left foot, head a ball, tackle, or even score a lot of goals. Now, growing up, if I wasn't playing cage football, which was in my small park in the middle of my estate, I was collecting Panini stickers and reading the sports sections of newspapers. I've been close to football all of my life, and growing up in London meant that I had friends and associates who played for academies, even pro, for a short while before their careers descended into semi-pro obscurity. Well look, that's enough about me. The reason I'm starting this channel is to share my knowledge of the sport, my perspective on the card market, and connect with fellow collectors and even investors around the world. With the hype of the Euros over and the summer transfer window closed, I believe the time is right to get started in the hobby if you haven't already, or to look to making the purchases you've been holding off on. The majority of my collection consists of 1990s to 2000s cards and stickers. I have the odd vintage piece here or there, but I don't feel as much of a connection to the vintage era of football as it was before my time. Likewise, I enjoy the odd prospecting in rookies here or there, but searching for a Legends rookie card or sticker is my preference. Since getting back into the hobby a year ago, the first card I bought was actually an Alphonso Davies Donruss rated rookie card. Since then, I have a load of mail arriving each day, and I'm certainly a lot more calculated now in my purchases than I was a year ago. The most important thing in this hobby is to buy who you like. The last thing you want to do is to buy a card or a sticker in the hope of its price increasing in the future. If you like the player or the card, the value is in the player or the card, but not the price that it could fetch. Lately, I've been seeing a lot more content from Americans. I've got to say, I'm impressed with the growing knowledge of soccer in America. However, I still feel that there is a lack of depth in knowledge as a whole in the YouTube space. My aim is to help you find opportunities for yourself with thought-provoking videos. You also don't have to spend an arm and a leg to enjoy this hobby. There's so much more to soccer than Messi, Ronaldo, Mbappe or Haaland. There's plenty of legends and very iconic players who are incredibly underrated and undervalued at this moment. I have a lot of content in the pipeline and will be consistent in uploading these, such as the best players of a particular era or decade, underrated players from the lesser known leagues, and so much more. Helping to educate the market is the end goal for me, making contribution to this hobby, and of course, connecting with like-minded people along the way. The importance of stickers in this hobby cannot be ignored. I know that grading companies can be super critical of stickers, and they don't tend to be encapsulated very well in the slabs. Now, although sticker production is very high, we can say the same about modern cards from Topps and Panini. Traditionally, stickers were intended to be stuck in football albums, and that's why supply of older stickers tends to be low as opposed to cards. I believe that the soccer market will have exponential growth in the next few years. The MLS has ambitious plans for growth for the next decade. David Beckham has invested heavily into Inter Miami, and although they haven't had the best start to this season, if they start playing as a team rather than 11 individuals, their luck could change. Don Garber, the MLS commissioner, has made preparations for new stadiums, continued investment in youth academies, and more lucrative media deals. MLS's popularity is rising with the younger generation, and I feel exciting times lie ahead for the MLS. My logic is that with MLS growing, more Americans will take an interest in soccer. I've already noticed a trend in Americans collecting Panini and Topps modern cards. We must also keep in mind that soccer is the most watched sport in the world, and I expect to see more Europeans, Asians, Africans, and South Americans engaging in the hobby. Should the soccer market explode, I can see the demand for soccer legends increasing as we can compare the more mature American market and values of baseball and basketball legends. Soccer cards have been a very niche market within the hobby for decades, but for a variety of reasons, I predict that we are on the road to soccer going head to head with basketball and baseball. For me, this is an untapped market with global demand. The market is not oversaturated with collectors and investors yet, but just you wait till more knowledgeable Europeans come back to the hobby. For now, the market is still in the process of figuring out what it is, but not for much longer. Of course, my hypothetical boom in the soccer card market is dependent on growth from international hobbyists and collectors. In conclusion, soccer hasn't even come close to reaching its potential or saturation point in stickers or cards, and the hobby is ready for collectors and even investors to reap the rewards of getting in while you still can. My next video will be out soon. I will discuss the top 5 young strikers who I'm looking at for this season. I will have an in-depth player analysis, potential transfers, and look at their cards or stickers. Please leave any questions in the comment section, and I'll hugely appreciate any likes or subscribers to my channel. Thank you.